Hey guys, my name's Chad Angelosi, Rebecca's trainer. Glad I'm actually going to get the training with you guys online like this. This is going to be a good time. We're going to work basically the first weeks 1 and 2 I have for you. So any way you want to set it up, if you plan on doing it every day or you plan on doing it 3 days a week, those are the 2 ways I suggest you do it. If you're looking to do it every day, a minimum of 30 minutes a day, if you're looking at doing it about 3 times a week, let's try to push for an hour. So for each exercise, what we're going to do is 30 seconds on. So you can do as much as you can in the 30 seconds, as hard or as light as you'd like to do, with a 15-second rest. All right, so I got a set of 4 exercises we're going to start with. So you have 30 seconds of work, 15-second break, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds break, and so on, until you're going to work through all 12 exercises like that. After you work all 12 exercises, you're going to take anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes off to reset yourself, get some water, relax, and then hit a second round. Again, we're going to try to hit anywhere from 3 to 4 rounds. You're going to grow that with your conditioning level as you go. So don't try to kill yourself. Try to just get that time in and do your best with your work. The exercise I'm going to be giving is going to be a lot of core-based exercises, a lot of hamstring flexibility, hip flexor flexibility. Good for an all-around, any kind of performance you use. Functional training is basically going to be a main topic of it. But for these first 2 weeks, we're going to work as purely body weight stuff. So no dumbbells, no bands, nothing else with equipment, besides something like a box or a couch, as much as you're going to do. Alright, so besides that, let me get to the workouts and show what we're going to do. Alright guys, so now for a warm-up, what we're going to do is we're going to do jumping jacks for 1 minute. So basic jumping jacks, if you guys know how to do them. Feet together, feet apart, same thing with your hands. Get ready to be there for 1 minute. Look to get our heart rates up. Same time, we want to loosen our joints up before we do any kind of strenuous exercise, so we go right into arm circles. Go in arm circles for about 30 seconds. Once we hit 30 seconds, we're going to go back to jumping jacks for 1 minute. Okay, once we're there, getting our heart rate up, we're going to go for hip circles now. Hands on your hips, circle in one direction, a couple circles, and then go in the other direction, going for circles. Again, we're going to be here for 30 seconds. Once again, we're going back to jumping jacks for another minute. Then we're going to go right into big circles. We're going to look to touch the floor, reach up to the sky nice and big. Going for a couple circles that way, then we're going to change up the direction. Circle the other way. Alright, same thing, we're going to do one more exercise. It's going to be more of a hip hinge. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep our shoulders back, chest out. Hip hinge forward, feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Push your hips forward, so tighten the glutes. Reaching forward, try to keep your shoulders back. Hip forward again. Again, we're going to be loosening up the hamstrings there. Once we finish that, we're going to go a couple twists. Side to side. Try not to over twist, but just nice and easy. Loosen up your back. And again, loosen up all your joints while doing jumping jacks to get your heart rate up. That's it for the warm-up. To be body weight, this first one we go over is your body weight squat. Body weight squat, a couple ways you can do it. You can go toes pointed out just a little bit. The idea is to really try to push your hips back and keep your heels down. So as you drop down, you want to try to keep your chest up, looking forward, almost up like on a 45-degree angle. And when you stand up, you want to push your hip forward, so you're going to tighten your glutes at the top. Alright, same thing on the angle, this angle right here. Toes are out. As my weight goes down, my knees are back behind my toes. And as I come up, I'm pushing my hips forward, extending my hips. Glutes are tight. So a couple more as we're going down. You might feel your toes coming off the floor. If you're doing that, you're doing it right. Same concept one more time at this angle. It's your basic body weight squat. Alright, from there, second body weight exercise we're going to do is just a basic push-up. Alright, so on the push-up, when you go down, you want your hands about shoulder width apart. Feet are together. The most important thing that not too many people know is what you want to do is you want to shift your weight forward so your chin is about in line with your fingertips. Alright, when you're here, another thing is important is not to let your back arch. You know, all the pressure is on your spine and your disc. You want to suck your stomach in, roll your hips so your back has a small round in it. Alright, now you're working your core. So as you're working just your basic push-ups, coming down, just maintain the stability in the core and work as many as you can. Another modification for here is you can just bend your knees and do the same way. Alright, right from the push-up, what we're going to do is going back to the legs. From our legs to a push-up, push-up back to the legs. Alright guys, the next exercise is going to be your basic lunge, your body weight lunge. So going on this angle right here, how you want to do is you want to take a nice wide step, almost as wide as you can. A nice wide step right here. Drop that back knee. Make sure this knee doesn't go over the toes. So you want to kind of have like a 90-degree angle bend in your legs here. As you go back, you're going to drive with your heel, push yourself back. As we go forward, you're going to alternate your legs as you go. One thing you want to try to concentrate on is keeping your posture up, your chest out, and finding a stretch right where your hip flexor is. Driving back, alternate your legs as you go, nice and controlled. As you come up to the top, just like anything else, we're going to squeeze our glutes and try to roll our hips forward. Alright, so go again, this is your basic lunge. Alright, so right after that, we're going to go right into your basic dip now. Basic dip, you can get anything from a small box. All this is a sprinkler box from Home Depot, or you can find anything else you have around the house, from the bed, the couch corner. You can even use the ground. Alright, what we're going to do is another upper body exercise. Hands on the side of the box. All we're going to do is slightly bend down, press it up at the top, squeezing your triceps. Slow and controlled, up and squeeze. The longer your legs are, the more weight you have, so the more intensity it gets. The more you bend your knees in here, the lighter your body goes. So it's more working with the lever of your body. Again, this is your tricep dips. That's it. Okay guys, the next set of exercises is going to be more of isometric work. A lot of core, isometric exercise we can do on the floor. So the first one, again, just like the push-up, it's the same exact posture, but what you're going to do is just hold the position. So this is considered a high plank. This is one you can do as an alternative modification. Again, your feet are, your weight shift forward, your chin's over your fingertips, your stomach's sucked in. Alright, the second way you can do it, the right way you want to work is the regular plank. You're down on your forearms. You're down on your forearms, you have the ball of your toes, and all you're going to do is hold. Abs tucked in, roll your hip, don't let your back arch. Alright, that's your regular plank. The second exercise we're going to go right into is a hip up. So we're working on the reverse side now. So as you're working on the plank, you're working on the front side of your core. As you're doing the hip up, you're working more of the hamstring, the glutes, the lower back. So all you're going to do is rest your head, lift your hip up, squeeze your glutes, and just maintain right here. Isometrically hold. Nice and easy, getting a good stretch in your hip flexor. Tightness all on the back side, your posterior chain. Alright, right from there, we're going to go right onto the sides. Where more of the obliques are, is going to go your basic side plank. So on your side plank, your elbow and your hands down on the floor. What you can do with your feet, you can stack your feet, which is more of the harder version if you want to get more balance, or more stability, more balance, more base. Legs can go wider. Okay, so how we're going to go is, however you want to do. Legs wider for easier. If you want to make it a little bit harder, stack your feet. All you're going to do is lift your hips up. Hips are high, and just maintain the side control right here. You want to keep your line straight. You can raise your hand up to the ceiling, glutes are tight, just maintain this position. Same exact thing on the other side as you switch. Your one side, lift your hip up, glutes are tight, hands are up, try to keep yourself in good alignment. The fourth exercise we're going to do is more called the crucifix. You're on your back, feet are up, shoulders are off the ground. Holding your hands out to the side, again we're working the front side of the core. If you can handle it, if it doesn't hurt your back, anywhere about 6 to 8 inches off the ground, maintain the shoulders off the ground. If it hurts your back, you can lift your feet up a little bit higher to keep your back flat with the ground. So all you're going to do is your isometric hold right here. Alright guys, going to the next 4 bodyweight exercises we're going to go in. The first one we're going to start with is a single leg anterior reach. So again, this is going to be a lot of stability work. Anytime you stand on one leg, you're working deep core muscles right here. At the same time, we're going to do a reach, which is going to get flexibility in the hamstring and still work the glutes at the same time. So again, this is your anterior reach. The way you're going to do it is we're going to stand on our left leg and we're going to reach with our right hand at the same time as our right leg is going back. So as we start up right here, same leg, same hand, we're going to reach out as far as we can, getting that stretch in our hamstring. Coming back up, we're going to squeeze the glute that is on the ground. So again, this is your anterior reach. Working it at one side here. And then again, we're also going to work the other side. Left leg up, reaching with your left hand. Reaching forward, getting that stretch in the hamstring. Coming back up, squeezing the glute with the foot on the ground. Alright, that's your anterior reach. Second one we're going to do is our 10 to 2 core rotation. And what we're going to do with that is, what you're going to do is you're going to roll your hip forward. The way you roll your hip forward is as you squeeze your glutes right here, squeeze your butt, your hip's going to go forward, suck your stomach in, so your back gets a little bit rounder and your spine's straight. Arms are straight out. What we're going to try to do is not move our hips and just move your upper body from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock as quick as you can. An upper body core rotation. So again, glutes are tight, suck your stomach in so your hip rolls, you get that pelvic tilt. Arms are straight out, going 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. without your hips moving. This is your 10 to 2 rotation. So again, you can pick it up for speed and you get more work out of it. Third exercise is going to be your reaching lunge. Again, this is good for the back hyperextension, good for any kind of back pain, flexibility in the hamstring. So we're going to do it just like the lunge, but instead of bending at the knee, we're going to keep just a small buckle. Nice big step right here. You're going to hinge, you're going to reach out, you're going to feel a good stretch in that front hamstring, pressing off that heel, squeezing the glutes, and alternating legs. Reaching out, try not to bend that knee like a lunge. All you're going to do is hinge at the hip and reach. A couple more just like this. Reach, just like you're doing a bow. Trying to find that stretch in the front hamstring. All right, that's your reaching lunge. All right, a lot of work behind the legs and the back. Fourth one is going to be a core rotation on the floor. So what you're going to do, hands up, just almost like that push-up position. Your legs are a little bit wider this time. But what you're going to do is maintain that rounded back. You're going to take the far leg, sit through, touch it to the floor. Just like this. Rotating your lower body. Abs tight at the top. Suck your stomach in. Looking at this angle. You're going to go here. Feet and hands are about hip shoulder width. Drop and rotate. Back up. Drop and rotate. Abs are tight at the top. Alright, that's your fourth exercise. Alright guys, good. You just saw the 12 exercises that we're going to be doing for the next 2 weeks. Alright, so again, if you have any questions, any questions on any of those exercises, feel free to contact me. But again, I want you to remember is that on each one of those exercises, you're only working for 30 seconds. So if you do either 5 push-ups in the 30 seconds, or you do 55, it's 30 seconds regardless. So you have room to grow. All right, depending if you want to do it on a hard day one day and on a light day another day, you can vary it yourself. Again, after each exercise, you have a 15-second rest. And after you finish all 12 of the exercises, take 1 to 2 minutes off before you hit a second round of the same thing. And we're going to try to do anywhere from 3 to 4 rounds. Besides that, enjoy the workout.